fucking alive. Welcome to Geeks 4x4 Live. Oh, green screen. That's fun. I don't want to do that. There's a way to get the link. Oh, yeah, there's the link. I could add people. Start a Q&A, start a post. There's more things. Yo, back to live. Gonna post a new link. Maybe. I don't even know like how to post to my... We'll see. I'm gonna go post a new link to Instagram here. Give me just a second, folks. All right, I'm back. Yeah, long time no see. I'm gonna see if this works better. This is weird because, like I said, last week I got like 1,600 views in this thing. Let's see, I'm already up to 3. I literally had 6 views in the 20 minutes that I just did horizontal. So it's good to know if this is the key that Instagram or that YouTube likes, is just sitting here on vertical with you guys. I think it's lame because you can't see as much as the truck. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, so this thing is you're gonna run like a crazy offset to keep it narrow, or you're like, I'm just gonna make a wide, crazy truck and make it awesome. Already up to 5 viewers. If you have not hit the like button and you're in here, you should check it out. Actually, you shouldn't check it out. You should hit the like button, because that little thumbs up tells YouTube that it needs to push it to people. So 19 people on here. Hit that like button. If you are in here, hit that like button. If you've ever seen a Ford Excursion, if you know anything about Ford Excursions, you know what I'm here for. No, you probably don't. I've just been doing this. This is the 2nd week that I have done it. What's up, Skyly? Skyly? Maybe? This is the 2nd week that I have done this in a row. I am now going to be live every Wednesday, is my hope, at 2 p.m. I know it's kind of a weird time, but it does work for me. It also shows that there are a lot of my viewers on YouTube at the time. I might put up some more time frames in polls soon if you want to change things around. But it seems like the vertical video is the way to go. 8 wide plus 40. Yeah, as narrow as you can get it. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be freaking cool. You need to send me some pictures of that when it gets close, man. I'm curious to see what the wide axle looks like on the front of it. So yeah, any Ford Excursion questions, the idea is that I am live and that you are Excursion owners, or you are interested in a Ford Excursion, or you have an F-250 maybe even, and you have some questions about old Fords. And we can just sit here and talk about old Fords. Thanks for the love comments. I love the hearts. Love those coming through. I've got a couple of thumbs up now. If you could hit that thumbs up, that would make this even better here. Got Dragon Ball GT Origins down there in Albania. That's exciting. I am from America. How could you tell? Because there's not excursions in your country. That happens. Hello, Linnea, whoever that is. Yeah, there's so many more people that this vertical gets shown to. That is crazy. I figured landscape, but YouTube has switched to vertical. They like vertical lives. So we're here. What's up, folks? I'm the Ford Excursion guy. Because of my accent. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an accent. I think you do. Just kidding. I know I have an accent. Hilux or Ford? I'm a Ford guy. So always going to say Ford. Mr. Lombard. Toyota Hiluxes are cool, though. They're just small. I'm a really big guy. And, yeah, I think I would take a Ranger over the Hilux. Yeah, I don't know why. It's possible to not have an accent? No. Typical American guy accent. Except I could be from the South and talk like this. But, I don't, y'all. No, I'm from the West Coast. This is a West Coast American accent, if you want to be specific. I think I would take the Ranger. I don't know how big the cabs are on the new ones, the new Hiluxes, but I I just fit nicely in the. So Mohammed, uh, Adam, I did grow up in California. I do not live in California. So yeah, do not live there currently, but did grow up there. So yeah, technically my accent is from there. Mostly the only thing that I say that's Californian is my favorite truck, Ram. No, no, it's a Ford Excursion behind me. I'm a Ford guy. Uh, yeah, Ford is much better. I don't like transmission issues and electrical issues and all that stuff. I do not play bluegrass. No, sir. The entertainment of what question is going to be asked next. Land Rover Defender, huh? You were just talking about Hiluxes. Take my bobbed Ford Excursion. Take my V10 and my 1 tons. Cool, man. Hilux for work. Yeah. Yeah, the Land Rover is a great off-road. Mars bars. Not really. It is a big, it's a big girl. Yep. Larchie, how you doing? 40-inch tires, V10, Dana 60s. Thanks, Adam. Have a good one, man. Yeah, it's 17 feet long. It's a big one. If you want to check out some videos of it wheeling, like I've got some crazy wheeling videos on this channel. So I don't even know how you get in there from the live, but if you click into my channel, you can see this truck on the trails in Moab, Utah, which are like the really cool slick rock trails in the United States, and they're pretty rad. So if you want to see some cool slick rock trails and this truck doing things, not other than just sitting in the garage, you got to go into the channel. Some of the most recent videos are just got back from Moab a couple weeks ago. So yeah, V10. It's a Ford mod motor, just like the 5.4, but it's got 10 cylinders. So an aluminum intake manifold, it's aluminum block, aluminum heads, and it's a high RPM motor. It's kind of interesting. 6.8 liter. So it doesn't, I know if you're not from the US, that seems like a lot of displacement, but for a US, it's not a ton of displacement for 10 cylinder. So it actually winds pretty high. I don't know that it would fit on your roads. Yeah, I don't think it would fit on your roads. Where do I go on holiday? Vacation is what we call it in the US. I go on vacation. Well, I like to call, I don't know. I mean, I like to go wheeling, which is off-roading on vacation. And if you want to say that that's my vacation, I like to go to Utah and the Southwest. So Arizona, Nevada, places like that. It's my job. My job is sitting here talking to you guys. I am the Ford Excursion guy. So any questions you have about Ford Excursions or anything you're hoping to work on your Ford Excursion, I am trying to do that. I do a plethora of other things, but right now, this is my job. I'm not gonna rev it right now. No, it's cold and everything. Only see unsubscribing because I'm bald. I'm not all the way bald yet. It's so rude, man. Michael, that sounds like a excursion question. A misfire. Checked all the injectors. All came out as good. Changed them anyway. Still have the code. So, Michael, your injectors were a good start, but I would actually have done the coils first. The coils are known are known pretty big time to go bad on these. You're going to want to replace them with Motorcraft coils and Motorcraft spark plugs. That's exactly where I would start with the misfire. Motorcraft plugs, Motorcraft coils. V10 question. 2 different V10s. They both had a tap at startup. Anything what causes it? Coils were replaced. Yeah, man. So what oil did you run, Dennis? Were you running 520? Awesome Who. Glad that sounds like a cool company. The Sigma, how you doing? That's a great Excursion joke, though. I might steal that. Why did Excursion need a GPS? Couldn't make it out of the gas station. North Korea, man. Yeah, Mobile One 520. I don't. What kind of tap are you talking about? Are you lifting like a IFS truck? I think you could probably put them in. No, number 4 MK half. I think you should go to my channel and watch some videos, because this truck has been all over Moab, and there is some damage on it, that right there. But if it'll go, it'll go. Sometimes in the trees, though, I do agree. The trees, if you're in the trees and that's where your wheel, then this truck is probably too big. Lifter tap. See, I have not heard any of that. I did notice after my trip that it was doing it a little bit, and I changed the oil and it went away this last time I started, last couple times I started it. So I have no idea. I don't know. I've been all over Colorado too. There is some tighter I live in Washington State, and I do agree, like the technical wheeling here, if it's really tight in the trees, yeah, I don't want to go beat this truck up for no reason. Man, all the passes up there, though, this could do easy. I was on a trip in Colorado where somebody died, so I haven't really gone and explored Colorado that much more. Not very exciting. Hey, also, if you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, we've got a few more people talking to me than I've got like buttons hit. And so I would love to hit that like button for y'all. It's got 3 likes, and that's pretty pathetic. But I'm glad to have all you guys talking. This is awesome. Lifter tap. What year is that V10 that's got the clock on start? Is it a 2000 by any chance? Thanks, Professor Ark. I appreciate that. Are people not nice about asking for likes? Like, you guys are my people. If I'm not gonna yell at you to like it. Like, if you don't want to like it, that's fine. 2001, 218K. Yeah, so you're like almost dead center with me, dead even with me mileage wise. Mine's a 2000. Does yours have the like constrictive exhaust, or does it have the one like the ram's horn exhaust on it? I don't know when they changed that. Your favorite Ginger. What's up? How you doing? Man, glad to have people in here. We were just talking before. We were kind of joking around because I appreciate it. Rapika Barrett B, appreciate you. Yeah, we were talking about, because I started this live stream as a horizontal, and it just didn't like I didn't get anybody. Now I got like 25 people on here at all times. So if you're in here and you haven't hit the like, that would be awesome. I hate BFGs, so Falcon. I'm not a BFG guy. And it's not good to say that on the internet, but I'm just not a BFG guy. Dagobah? Is that how you say that, Master Yoda? I don't know what that is, but hi. Yeah, Dennis, let me know, because mine actually makes a weird noise in the exhaust that could be thought of as a ticking, but it's at idle all the time. So if yours goes away and it's like a light tick, like, yeah, I definitely feel like I may have heard that after this trip, and I changed the oil and it's gone. I wonder if some like Marvel Mystery Oil or something like that, if it is the lifters, would do that. I said it right. Great. Um, yeah, I'm not a Star Wars person, so if that's a Star Wars place, I have no idea. My reason for disliking BFG is going back. So my family had a tire shop, and BFG treated my dad, the small tire shop, and BFG, Michelin, like that overall company, treated my dad really badly, and so he never liked them. Everyone that he ever tried to balance would always come back and need to be balanced again. Just stuff like that, and mostly for the way that they treated my dad when he was in business. Um, and yeah, that's just my dislike for BFG, is the way that they treated us as a small tire business. You're stuck in a ride at Disney? What Disney are you at? My wife is a travel agent, so I'm a all around. Tap longer in the cold, yeah. Oh, V10 in a motorhome. Nah, the bank's power system won't burn up valves unless that thing's running lean. About to order gears and lockers. Any regrets? Hunter, what size tire? Yeah, thanks, Ben. Hollywood. There's not a Disney in Hollywood. It's in Anaheim. Wow, this Ben guy. We need to block him. So, I went with 488s for a couple of reasons. It definitely doesn't, like, I'll be honest, like, it doesn't have the power. Like, if you're expecting this thing to be powerful on 40s, then you should probably go 538s. And yeah, like a 513 is not even enough. And 513s, the debate shouldn't be between a 488 and a 513, because that's like, it's only like 150 RPMs higher, as far as drive. So you're kind of, you should be looking at 538 versus a 488. Yeah, it doesn't, I think it's as quick as it was stock with the 488. And all of the calculators and stuff told me that too, which is one of the big reasons I went with the 488. Like I said, 2400 RPM at 70, which is pretty good. And then it'll shift down to third and run like 34 too. So it'll run another 1,000 up. Yeah, really, I don't have regrets. I went with the 480. Here's what I started to say. I went with the 488 because, and this has no scientific backing according to gear guys, and according to even my gear guy. The old school rock crawler thinking was that these 48 was, there's more gears on the pinion, first of all, so the pinion's actually bigger, and then the ring gear is a little bit thicker. And that was kind of like, I had that in my head, but I also had in my head that, like, I knew if I wanted to go lower and get really low rock crawling, I was going to do it in the transfer case. And so I wasn't worried about getting really low in the axles. If you're worried about getting really low in the axles, then maybe you should go a 538. If you live in the mountains, did you already say? No, Hunter, you didn't say you lived in Colorado. If I lived in Colorado, I think I'd be much happier with the 538. I was at like 40 miles an hour. It just felt like I was really working the truck to go over the 70, which is, that the pass out of Vale and then Eisenhower. And yeah, so like, but I live in Washington, and yes, we have mountains, but everything here is slower, and we, like, I don't know, it'll climb all these mountains at 60, no problem. Like, it's just going to downshift and go a little bit slower. It's not a big deal. So, but those ones up there with elevation, I couldn't do it. Could not do it, the 488s. I shouldn't say it couldn't do it. It could not do it happily with the 488s, but those are probably two of the toughest climbs in the nation. And so if I lived close enough to them, I would consider going deeper, because I'd have to go over them all the time. Greetings from Russia. Wow. Got lots of reach on this. Kind of crazy. We had a North Korea or a South Korea Somebody said North Korea. Yeah, Durango does have trails. Like if you're up in there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're pulling 80 with a 538 happily. I forget what my RPM is at 80 with the 40s and the 488. Um, but if you're like, I don't know, if you're set on 42s, Bryce likes cars, dude. You have a great name. That's my name too. So this is the truck. My name is Bryce too, just so you know. Yeah, man, I don't know. I like I said, I don't have regrets, but I also don't know if everybody else would feel the same way I do. Like I'm fine going slow. I'm fine with it slowing down on climbs or downshifting, all of those things. Um, if you don't want it to do those things, you probably should go a 538. The V10 is kind of gutless. It needs RPM. Thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, man, you're up a big time elevation. You need deep gears and yeah, yeah, all the good stuff. That sounds like a cool spot though. Pikes Peak. I've never been there. Never been to Pikes Peak. Should have gone there on our last trip. Would have been fun. Didn't do it though. If you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate a like. That would be awesome. Just putting the Russian flag all over the place. I don't even know if that is the Russian flag. I don't know what's going on. Nova Scotia. Wow. Wasteland Survivor. What's up, man? I am so glad to have people from like all over the place with excursions. You got a V10 four-wheel drive 03. That's awesome. How many? I feel like there are not very many V10s in Nova Scotia, or I mean, I guess excursions in general. But what about like V10 engines in general? Like, are there V10 engines? Sorry, deleting people. 2023 Frontier. Man, I really like the way that Nissan redid those things. I think they did a really nice job. Your excursion was ex-Coast Guard? So it really is a ship? That's what everybody was saying on the trail with mine, is that it was a ship. Man, these... Yeah, no, I don't pull anything with this truck. My one that pulls stuff is out back. Oh, it's got a V6 in it still. That's actually awesome. Yeah, I really like the way. See, I don't even know that about them. I just really like the way that they built they just look like you could still use them. You know, like they did a nice job. Yeah, V10. My one out back that tows things is a 7.3. The V10 feels like a dog to me. It's great. It's big. It's loud. It is what it is. But yeah, no, it's not that impressive. But it impresses me every time that it just does it. It's better than my Jeep driving around. This one's a V10 right here. The one in the back is a 7.3. Man, we got tons of Russian people just posting their flag over and over and over. Just keep reporting the messages. Yeah, so Wasteland Survivor, do you have other vehicles with V10s in Nova Scotia? Like, because out here we use them for motorhomes, we use them for box trucks, like U-Haul. I don't know if you have companies like U-Haul. Take lake effect like nothing. Yeah. There is a dent right there. Yes, if that's what you're asking. There's a dent on my rear door there, and there's one on the corner that the guy before me put in it. The one on the corner I did myself, all by myself. Yeah, I don't know that most European vehicles are diesel. It feels like, I mean, they obviously have that option, but I don't think that most are actually diesel. I don't know what the percentage is. I don't know. Somebody can Google that and come back. I'm just sitting here hanging out. If you're in here and you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? What are you doing? Fishing in lumber yards and stuff. It's just a V10. It's not a very exciting engine. It just looks like a Ford V10. Nothing exciting. Just sitting here hoping to answer some questions about excursions. That is what I'm here for today. Just hanging out with you guys, answering excursion questions. Trying to just have a nice conversation with you. There are lots of videos on YouTube of showing engine bays of excursions. But I don't know. I don't think it's anything special. This is a 2000. So this is a 2000 Ford Excursion with a V10. It's four-wheel drive. It's not really lifted. It's got coil swap. And then I cut all the bottom of the doors off. So you can see the rock slider right there. There was 5 more inches below that of sheet metal from the factory on these trucks. And so I removed it. I built a rock slider out of 3/16 steel. Caden Allred, how you doing? Thanks, Wasteland. Yeah, Bob is one of a kind. I run 520, whatever's the cheapest. I don't care what kind of oil it is. So, yeah, I'm not a... This recent... And then the other thing I do is I run the Lucas heavy-duty oil... Or I don't know if it's heavy-duty oil stabilizer, but the Lucas, like... It's the white bottle, and it's not a stop leak, but it's an oil enhancer / stabilizer stuff. And it helps this thing to not burn as much oil. I don't know if yours with 218 on it is burning oil yet. Obviously, I mean, whoever had yours or you could have taken way better care. I bought this one at 218, and it was burning a lot of oil, like 250,000 miles, burning a lot of oil. And, which is in spec for Ford. I just wanted to slow it down a little bit. So I'm running that Lucas stuff, and it does seem to help a little bit. So the last oil change was a Jiffy Lube, so Pennzoil, and the Lucas stuff. The one before that was, well, Jiffy Lube did it, but Doc's Diesel sent me some of their oil, which is supposed to consume less. Not sure I believe that, but it was... I mean, it's fine oil. It had 6,000 miles on it, and it still didn't tick, didn't do anything weird, so no complaints. Do you run stabilizer in yours yet, Dennis, or are you saying, oh yeah, to the fact that it burns oil? It's a V10. It's supposed to burn oil. Successor model. Well, they stopped making the Excursion in 2005, but Ford did come out with an Expedition EL, which is a longer version of an Expedition, but it is not an Excursion in any way, shape, or form. The Excursion was on the F250 frame, which means that it's all 3/4 ton or 1 ton, and the Expedition's a 1/2 ton, barely. It's got independent suspension front and rear. The Expedition does, and it has a smaller motor. But yeah, long wheelbase, obviously. But it's not the same. Yeah, Lucas stuff for sure, man. I think I have it on my Amazon store. I don't remember. I can't. I guess I could go find you. I guess I can't. I don't know how to type into this thing. So you could message me on Instagram or shoot me an email, and I can send you the link to it if you would like. The rival, it's not really a rival, but the rival to the Excursion was the Suburban, and the real rival was the Suburban 2500 or 3500. I don't know. There was a Suburban that they called a 1-ton at about the same era, and there was some before the Excursion too, with like a 454 in it and like 8 lug axles and everything. But that was just slapped on to a half-ton chassis. Like they never really got a bigger frame. They kind of got stiffer suspension, but I don't know, they just kind of threw it together, it seemed like, instead of building a whole heavy-duty vehicle. The Suburban is, yeah. The Suburban is a 4-door, but it's a full-size SUV. It's similar size to this. But it's in this era, it was about a foot narrower and probably a foot shorter in the era, lengthwise, and then a foot tall, like less height-wise too. They were smaller in this era. The Suburban has gotten bigger, same like the Escalade, the big Cadillac Escalade. That's a Suburban. So yeah. Anyway, working on an 8.1 Suburban. Cool. I got some friends in Utah that are looking to sell their 8.1 Suburban. It has like I want to say it has 140,000 miles on it. They've owned it since new, and it's like meticulously maintained. It's yeah, if you know anybody looking for one, it's in really good shape. They are not car people, and keeping an older vehicle is just like, they just don't do it. So yeah, if anybody knows somebody who wants an 8.1, the Cybertruck, you mean the trash can on wheels, Lincoln Aviator. I don't remember what the Lincoln Aviator was. The Navigator was the Lincoln version of the Expedition. Cybertruck's fine. I don't know. I'm not going to own one. I'm not going to say I wouldn't own one if someone gave one to me, though. I don't know. They're not as big as everybody says. And all that torque is kind of fun. I'm not an electric car person. So, yeah. No reason for me to own one. And it could never do what this does off-road. Never. I don't care about your four-wheel steer or any of that stuff. No way. I said what I said. Strong opinions. So yeah, this is my weekly live, just so you know. I do a video every other day that is... What's up, crazy man? Do a video every other day that's just like a chat with Geek. That is a topic that is brought up sometimes on this, sometimes on the comments of another Chat with Geek video. And I just do a quick video so that stays on the channel for that. And then I do this. Dude, have I ever gotten hated on? Yeah, I get hated on every week. It's my life. And so, yeah, that's what this is. Have I ever had Bigfoot sightings? I have not. Been all through the backwoods. Have not found him. But I do live up where he lives, apparently. If you accidentally hit your head to the side of this, you will definitely teleport to the beyond. Yes, I will teleport to the beyond. It's a big girl. It'll hurt. The beyond being on the ground. Beyond the ground. Saline S7. Unfortunately, yes, my hair's going away. Thank you, crazy man. I don't know what the S7 is. I'm not that. The Cushman. What's up, Cushman kid? Dude, I'm not going to pull on my hair for you. You gotta go get that from somebody else. Yeah, you want to see something cool about that Excursion badge? It has a trick. Yeah. There's a guy on Facebook that 3D prints these and puts LEDs behind them, and so they light up whatever color you want. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, so pretty neat. So yeah, this is a live. The hope is that I'm just gonna sit here and talk to community, and I'm doing that currently, and I'm really grateful for all the comments. If you're in here and you have not, nope, not a green screen. That is just my truck. If you're in here and you've not hit the like button, you definitely should. If you are interested in donating to the channel, obviously, all donations are welcome. Why do I look like a Pixar character? I don't even know. I don't know, man. Huggy Bear, this is a V10. My 7.3 is right outside there. But this one is a V10. I like the V10 for off-roading better. It is much better for off-roading. I like my 7.3 a lot. For towing, driving around, all that stuff. Yeah. Roquin, we are just hanging out, man. Background character wise. How many cars do I have? I just have a couple. I have 2 Excursions and a Jeep. So yeah. Two are my other ones. Maybe in a little bit here. I can show you guys. Got my LJ sitting right there. Everything's on the channel, so if you really want to dive into my vehicles, you can check out the channel for that. This is more just about conversations with you guys. I live in Washington State, Oscar. Yeah, I got that death stare. You know, doing our best. My Jeep is a 2006 Rubicon Unlimited. Mustang GT. 2018. I don't know. It's a Mustang. It's a manual. It's only cool if it's a manual. Yeah, I don't like pasta salad either. I agree. I live in the center of the state, so right around Wenatchee. Manual trans, yeah, that's a good car. That's fun. I'm sure that's a lot more fun to drive than this old Bob the Excursion here, but yeah. I'm living in the center of Washington State in the deepest form. So it's called that. No, not where I live. Yeah, this is a V10, Jay. Oh, you're getting the car soon. Sick. What street? I don't know. Not good with street names, buddy. Sorry. Also, not going to tell you on a live stream on YouTube. Yeah, Jay, I decided when I was looking for these, a V10 was going to work a lot better for off-roading. It's actually 1,000 pounds lighter, the same spec 7.3. I've got one outside. Yeah, V10's not necessarily that rare. Yeah, people are weird in these things, man. My Jeep, or my Excursion. Yeah, backflip would be sick. Nah, the Ford V10 is a lot less rare than a lot of people think. The Dodge V10 is very rare. The Ford V10, though, was used for like 20 years by U-Haul, and then another 30 years by Fleetwood. So, they're just in motorhomes and stuff that are not dead because the V10 doesn't die. So, All those old junky Ford motorhomes looking around that you can't tell. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of V10s around. They put them in a lot of Super Duties and a lot of Excursions, but like yeah, all the other stuff. There is no red line on the V10. So when the pistons come out through the heads, I mean it slows down at like $6,000. It's got plenty of RPMs. What street do you live on, Oscar? Since you're asking me. Got a V10 Excursion? You got an Excursion? Excursion has Cooper to Discover STT Pros on it, 40-inch. Yeah, my 731 is out back, and that's a fun vehicle to drive with a couple of mods, because it's 8,000 pounds and it rips. What street in Oregon? What city and street, man? Come on, lay it out here. Do you do the Gambler, Oscar? Thinking about going to the Gambler down there this year. Portland. Oh, gross. Yeah, 7.3 is crazy. Everybody says it's the best. School bus in Mississippi. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. So spark plug repair. Everybody on the Excursion pages likes the Calvan kit. And I don't have that one. I bought one from I think I bought it from Napa when I bought them for a 5.4 that I was working on, and I welded welded a socket to the top of it so that it would go down in there nicely. And then I've used it a couple times since on some different ones, but I just carry it, and I've got some inserts and stuff. And yeah, like I said, everybody on the Excursion page seems to like the Calvan kits. I have never used them. So I don't know. Weather is beautiful. It is cold. It's like not warming up this spring. But I feel like I say that every year. So I'm looking forward to it being warmer. This weekend is supposed to warm up. So that's kind of nice. Kind of great. So yeah, the idea behind this was I'm just going to sit here and talk to some followers once a week, every week, Wednesday. Oh yeah, Arizona. Dude, that's terrible. Yeah, that's why I don't live in California anymore. Yeah, so I'm going to be live every week, Wednesday at 2 Pacific time. And I just rolling through, talking to you guys, saying hi. We're going to talk about Excursion stuff if you want. We can talk about non-Excursion stuff. One-piece spark plug. That is the 3-valve you're thinking about that breaks them. The 2-valve does not have... I don't know. No, this truck does not do burnouts. The tires are way too expensive. Yeah, there's not a difference between one piece. There's not a 2-piece spark plug, but there is. The 3 valves get them stuck in the head and they break. The 2 valves don't have enough threads in the head, so what I do to avoid shooting spark plugs is keeping them torqued. So I go around them every 10,000 miles or so and make sure that every spark plug is still tight. Just take my torque wrench and pop them all in. settle for a wheelie. Dude, if you go watch the videos on the channel of the truck off-roading, you'll see some good stuff. Some good tire lifting and some fun stuff. So there's a couple of videos. There's the Pickle Trail in Moab, and there's some other stuff in let's see, Poison Spider and what's the other trailer we did with Poison Spider? Oh, Wipeout Hill. That those videos, you can see what this truck does in action. It works pretty darn good. It's boring just sitting in the garage, I think. But Oscar, you're gonna have to pay me way too much money for a camshaft. Better go in through Ford. Indeed, you couldn't pay me enough. Do a little bit of blue steel for you guys. Yeah. I have not heard of SPE Performance. What do they make? They make headers for V10? Just kidding. Our pit? No problem. I don't know why you said thanks, but not a problem. Hit the like button. Do it right now. Just kidding. Oh, diesel stuff. Yeah, no, never heard of him. I mean, it's probably in Arizona, so I don't know everybody from all over the country. I buy stuff. I have Diesel Power Products up here, so I buy stuff from Diesel Power Products a lot. And then there's a tuner guy, a design tuning in Spokane that builds motors as well. That someday, whenever mine needs to be built, it'll probably go to him. Big block Fords? You mean the 7.3? I don't know. There's a big block. Thanks, Arpit. Nice. That's awesome. Probably made a lot of money working on the 6 liters, fixing all the parts that Ford messed up. Not many parts on the 7.3 that Ford messed up. Yeah, Midwest. Yeah, I never heard of him. Is that where, trying to think of. Driven diesel. I am based in Washington State, Arpit. This is the truck here. Ford Excursion on 40s that has been bobbed. Lots of detail videos on my channel here. Yawn. I'm talking too much. Run out of air. What other questions do you guys have for the Excursion guy? I'm the Excursion guy. I've owned quite a few of these. My white one I bought brand new. I didn't buy it brand new. My grandpa bought it brand new. I was 6 years old when we bought that truck. What I do for a living, I try and do this. Trying to create enough of an income from a little channel called Geese 4x4 that I can talk about excursions and hang out with you guys and do all that. I don't have a career outside of trucks right now. My career is trucks. It is not quite paying the bills. But it is coming there slowly. If you can subscribe, if you can donate, if you could do anything and buy products through my Amazon store, all of those are appreciated. What other than Ford would I prefer? Jeep. None. I don't. I'm a Ford guy through and through. I currently own 4 Fords and 1 Jeep. What would I do as a career? I do some other things. I help build sets for a theater program, and I manage some rental houses. So, yeah, I do a couple of different things. Nothing that is making enough money. So, try to make it do this. Thank you, Mr. Ice. Appreciate that subscribe, man. That is huge. Yeah. And the like. Oh, the likes are always awesome. Yeah, if you're in here and you have not hit the like button, or if you just like have $20 burning a hole in your pocket and you want to donate, you should do it. Yeah, it is tough times for everybody right now. One slab at a time. Nice. Also subscribed. Appreciate you guys subscribing. That's awesome. None of the links work as a Canadian. Interesting. Can you get to my Wasteland Survivor? Can you get to my Amazon store even? Like, do you guys have the ability to look at Amazon influencer stores? Because they're all .ca, huh? Shoot me an email because I can get you specific links, and maybe I can get you the .ca links to help you out because they give me so like the cool thing if you use my link is I earn commission. Okay, so you don't pay any more money, but I earn commission because Amazon pays me. So essentially, you give Amazon less money because you're paying me. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Bia. Is it Bia or BLA? No, Bia. I like it. Single, I don't even know. I think it is single overhead. No. It's not overhead cam. Cam's down center. Mike, how you doing, sir? I think if you were just to search on my channel rear hatch, you would find a couple of them. Because I did one video where I just showed all the mechanism, and then I did another video on showing how to do the actual actuator, and they were both on this truck. So you're gonna see this truck in the thumbnail, so the blue Excursion, and yeah, that's what you're looking for. Just shove in the Taco Bell wrappers for your cam. V10 sounds fine without a cam. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. You got any other questions? Maybe I could just answer a question here since you're in here and I'm literally sitting here. But it is good to see a video on some of that. Some of those linkage things are a pain in the butt. Two valve. Ambrosia salads once. Cool. That's great. Any other Excursion guys in here? We got any other Excursion questions right now? Or Excursion history? What do you guys, what is everybody in this chat driving currently? Let's hear from you guys. And I'll either roast it or I'll think it's cool. You won't know. You won't know until I do it. 2023 Wagoneer. Oh, so you're a big SUV folk. How do you like that 2023 Wagoneer? How long has it been in the shop? Took away an Excursion? So is it yours now, Josh? Worth driving. Excursion? Yeah, you can take the freaking third row out if you want. Hunter, you got an 03. Oh, wait, Hunter, is this what you're asking about gears with? Is the 03 6-liter? You're going to be in a whole different game, dude. I bet 488's going to be fine for you. No, you abandoned them? All right, well, that doesn't seem great. But, you know. This Excursion is called the Bobbed Excursion. His name is Bob. It is what it is. Oh, you're building... Okay. I was like, if you're putting 40s on a 6-liter, you don't need you don't need to change anything. Tow a trailer with it. It's great other than getting 5 to 7 miles per gallon while towing. Oh my God. It's worse than the V10. That is so bad. Bia 2018 Duramax. 22.5 Super Singles. Interesting. The Love Palace. No, Huggy Bear, it is not, my friend. Apparently you will, Josh. With nobody to hear you laugh, though. That was a burn. Sorry. If people are going to roast me on the internet, I might as well roast back. I mean, gee Louise. '24 Discovery. That you've been doing a full resto on. Got pissed off and bought the Excursion. Nice. Yeah, 5 diesel Excursions. Messinich. I do like the Bronco. Who? Mike, that's hilarious and awesome. Love the Excursion. One of the Fords that ever drove, but they yeah, dude, I think we all agree they should bring it back. Should I 6-liter swap? No, why would you 6-liter swap a 7.3 Excursion? Why would you make it less reliable? You're doing it? Well, I can't tell you no. I'm just a guy on the internet. Nobody cares what I say. Yeah, I mean, with a manual behind it, that's sweet. That's sweet. I think if you want to do an unreliable engine, just do a Duramax, like an LBZ or something, and then you can put injectors in it all the time. Stupid things. 6.0 is the greatest diesel. Yeah, after about $10,000 worth of work, it's the greatest diesel. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I do. They are good. I know that they can be good. The issue is I just don't. Yeah. That's great. Oh, that's you can't have a dually in Canada, Bia? What? They're the cheapest. Yeah. No, that's the thing, yeah. Saw a lady ran over by one, so you're not gonna do it. 7.3, sure. 7.3, you can run off of pretty much whatever you want. Nah, I understand that they're not as bad as a lot of people say. I understand a lot of. I mean, even a 7.3 on the internet looks bad because people are always looking for something, you know. Josh, you should totally squat it. It's the dumbest thing you can do to a car. You should definitely do it. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand. There's so many bad things out there on the internet. I have a neighbor that has one that's been really good for him. The Ficum just died in it finally, but other than that, the thing hasn't ever been touched, and it's been great. Yeah. Yeah. Canada's paying. They're all paying right now. It's most money we ever made. Cool. So I actually got a lot of Excursion guys in here. Any Excursion? I've not had a spark plug blowout. No. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? I don't know, man. V10 over 7.3 for you. You probably don't own a 7.3, but yeah, I like the V10. SVT Focus. Oh, that's cool. To be on residential roads. Oh, interesting. Any can suggestions? I don't know what can is. Dodge Neon. The Peon Neon or just a normal Neon? Just my unit. My head unit? Like my new my radio. Any van suggestions? My head unit does take a car, like you could put a USB thing in it. I don't know if it has a SIM card in it though. It does mirror it too, but it's with plugging it in only. Do you know if anybody has ever put a 3-valve V10 in Excursion? Well, Ford never did. So, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has. That would be a really cool swap though. That's funny. That's excellent mileage for a 3-valve 5.4. That's crazy. Neon with the elephant? Sweet. Who? I have not had a spark plug blow out. No. Jesus, van suggestions. Ford. Get an Econoline with a V10 in it. Get a similar platform to Excursion, except you can't get a 4-wheel drive. 91. The 460. Yeah, the 460 is not going to help. Yeah. Squatted anything is icky. Only one phaser and 3 transmissions. 3 transmissions is a lot for 300,000. Yeah, I need my readers. These things are going too fast. I gotta bring this thing closer here. Econoline with 6-liter. There you go. There's our 6-liter fam here. The problem with the Econoline is if you want 4-wheel drive, like you gotta go get it converted. So essentially, the Excursion is a similar like people hauling capacity of an Econoline with 4-wheel drive. So if you want 4-wheel drive, probably a better choice to get an Excursion. Yep, V10s have exhaust manifold issues. One of the worst jobs ever done on a vehicle. But people make manifolds for it, and you just replace them, make them better. Good to go. Oh, yeah? That's cool. Yep, this Excursion right here is coil swapped. Wish I would have bought an Excursion when they were cheap. Dude, they're still cheap. The V10s are cheap. I paid $3K for this one. That was in 2021, right after everything went up like crazy. There's one right now on Facebook, decently local to me for $3K. Yeah, you just gotta look, gotta be willing to drive, and go get it. Go get them. They're not gonna have low miles on them anymore. If they're under 150,000 miles, they think they're worth a pretty penny. But yeah, I mean, I could find one for $3,000 anywhere in the country, pretty much. Go for it. Go for it. What's the question with the buckets for the coil swap? Also, there's like full how-to videos on my channel, if you have not already watched them, on the coil swap. The Carly kit is worth more than the Excursion, yeah. Did not have to pull the cab, no. Very much no. That's just a 6-liter work on it thing. And I did not weld the buckets. No, they line up with some factory holes. You just have to drill out a little bit bigger. So you need a nice 1/2-inch drill bits, and then you just bolt them on. Everything goes in. Everything bolts on. Not a single ounce of welding to do a coil swap. So no welding, no cab off. Yeah, nothing. No. So PMF suspension makes a replacement coil bucket. So if you go on PMF Suspension's website, you go to 05 to 07 Super Duties, and you look for a replacement coil bucket. They sell that. It's like $500 or $600, I think, for both sides. And then you can also get the control arm mount full replacement as well. You look at the drop bracket ones, and they have a 0 height. So it's a stock bracket that just bolts on, so you didn't have to deal with anything. So, yeah, I did not flip the truck upside down to do it, Hunter. No. Or Huggy Bear, sorry. Good old Huggy Bear. So yeah, coil swap is super simple. I would definitely do it. So the price of the whole swap, or do you have like entire 05 plus? 08 axles on an Excursion are a little bit harder. They changed some of the sensors, so they don't work quite as easily. All the ABS sensors, if you use the Ford sensors or the Excursion sensors, will just, all your stuff will work great. I don't remember what the difference is. I use an 05 axle, so my front is an they're both front and rear. They're 05 Super Duty axles. And my entire price that I have in it, I think I have $3,000 in it. Yeah, under $3,000. So, yeah, not too shabby. There's yeah, some of the parts you have to find from a well, that's not a Super Duty coil swap from a Toyota T100. Those would actually be a downgrade on an Excursion because they are smaller axles than the Excursion axles. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mike, I think that's a great plan, and I don't think, I mean, you got an 05 for $3,000. I don't think that's a big deal. Callus, is that a oh, that's an F-150 we were just talking about. I don't know, man. It seems like you could build it into something cool that's not going to get driven as much if it's still running well. Yeah, try that. You can say that, Huggy Bear, but the guy right above you has 300,000 miles on a 5.4 Triton. That doesn't suck. Yeah, I mean, if it runs good. Yeah, so I mean, if it runs good, I would think about an off-road rig. I mean, but I'm an off-road guy. Yeah, well, it can be whatever. But I've seen a bunch of 5.4s with a lot of miles on them. They are not the worst motor ever built. Yeah, very much not. I have seen a lot of them. Oh, well, you're already in the off-road build mode. Just go full in and make it a full pre-runner truck. Well, glad you said it, because you're the only opinion that matters. 456 gears? Man, this thing sounds rad, man. I would just mob that thing. Have a great time. Sounds like an awesome thing. I don't know that I would keep towing with that. With 300,000 on it. That sounds like something I'd build into a desert beater. Get yourself another something to tow with. Find an old 7.3 or I don't know, buy another new truck. Put 300,000 miles on it. And use that one as a toy. I think when you get that many miles on something, trying to daily it or trying to tow with it, it's really not the greatest idea. Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to pin those back when you're trying to go fast. Those ears get all the stations. Now it's just a game to see how long it'll go. Yeah, seriously. At 300K. Drive a scooter? Heck yeah. Razor scooter for the win. Man, we are an hour and 10 minutes into this live. Like I said, I'm going to be going live every week. Yeah, it always runs, the scooter. I'll be going live every week here, 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. We're hitting later on the East Coast now. And yeah, if you're in here and you have not hit the like button, it is time to hit that thumbs up. Get this thing up. Let's get us up to 30 likes here. I bet we got enough people in here. We got 2. We just need 2. Abdu Heimeyer, I don't know how to say your name, buddy. It didn't translate that. So if you could translate whatever you want to say, I am more than welcome to answer it. 29. We need one more like. One more like. Hit me with the 30. Do a 24-hour stream. Yeah. No. Yeah, we got the 30. Nice job, guys. 6 low is the most. Yeah, I think you might be right. It might be the most hated, but actually decent. Like, the 6.4 is not as good, I don't think, as the 6 liter. And the 6.4 is hated more. So, I don't know. I don't know things. I'm just a guy on the internet. Nobody cares about my opinion. All I know about is that I see things running and I go, yeah, that's impressive. That's still running. And I take note. Ah, that motor's ran a long time in that car. Yeah, just a guy on the internet with a little bit of random input. Oh, this big old ear right here. You like that? No, I am not a Russian in any way, shape, or form. Bored out to 11 laters. Yep. Yeah, so money's phone. You know, you gotta pay for that ear touch, man. Well, yeah, we all laugh at the Chevy and Dodge owners. The best part is we all can make fun of each other, and in the end, every one of these stupid vehicles breaks. I do fix cars, yep, sometimes. Lots of rust repair. I do not live in my truck. No, I'm in my garage. Yeah, and the 6 liter is not easy to work on, my friend. You got to pull the cab off a lot of times. Yeah, gotta quit yawning. Yeah, I'll keep my 7.3. You can enjoy your 6 liters. Someday I'll buy one, just for fun. Sitting on the floor. Yeah, I'm sitting in a camp chair. Sitting here talking to you, folks. It is in the afternoon here. No, I'm not strictly a 7.3 guy. This is a V10, and I'm pretty dang impressed with the V10. But bye, Huggy Bear. I'm over it. Bye, bud. Seven three is arguably harder to work on. Yeah, I don't know. You don't have to pull the heads off. It's better. Yeah, no, I like my V10 a lot too. I have been extremely impressed by it. Also, I'm not towing trailers with it, so that's different. But I have towed trailers all over the country with my 7.3, and it's just impressive, and it just works. Yeah, so my garage doors, he said it was impressive. It fits in my garage. Yeah, the V10 doesn't have power. My garage doors are 7 foot, and this truck is like 7 foot, and so yeah, it's it rubs on the rubber on the racks coming in. It's pretty great. So when I built it, I did not expect it to fit in the garage, honestly. Yeah, Johnny, you should totally build the 6.0. You spend that $10,000, man. I'm just going to encourage the heck out of you to do that. Also, you'll have an awesome motor when it's done. Yeah, totally. Finding the time is the hardest part. But you will. You have an awesome motor. You do it right, take your time, and you just, you put it back together right. And I think there's a lot of guys that really, really like that 6-liter. So I can't imagine why you cannot be one of them after you spend tons of money. Yikes! Where are you from, Maniseth? I don't know how to say your name. Do I like pets? I do enjoy pets. Pets. Alberta, Canada land, eh? Yeah, you go 15 grand. What are you gonna do? Yeah, a lot of people lift them a lot to put big tires on them, and I didn't lift this truck hardly at all. So, yeah, all the stuff that doesn't come on a 7.3, like a catalytic converter and an EGR. No, I do not think I could beat them in hand to hand. I don't think you can tow more. The turbo's fine. It's a fine sound. I don't know. I just grew up with the 7.3, so Wes, I freaking love Xterras. There's just something about them that I really like, and yeah, there was a guy on here earlier that said he had a newer Frontier, and we were talking about how they did a nice job on that, and I think they did a nice job on the Xterras and the older Frontiers too. I think those are really cool. This is a 2000 Excursion. Well, congratulations, Marcos. Welcome to the Excursion fam, man. I'm glad you already found my channel. And I've got tons of tips and trick videos if you're really looking for that kind of stuff. And yeah, this is kind of a, the Excursion Guys hub channel. I'm hoping to be that community for you guys and help you keep these things on the road. So appreciate it, Marcos. How many miles are on your new Excursion? Wes, what are the plans, man? I have a buddy that has one. I think this is a first gen. No, yeah, I think it's a first gen. The biggest thing we noticed off-roading it was that the tie rods bend, so I would upgrade your tie rods now if the plan is to off-road it. 290, man, not too bad. Thank you, Jamie. The truck is cool, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, Jamie, I missed your question up here. Oh no, I did get your question. Okay, we're good. Oh, you bought it from Copart. Is it wrecked? Yeah, now, do you know anything about it? Like, that's kind of scary, I guess. Yeah. So, you kept telling me how great the 6-liter is. And then you just said that you have a 7.3 with 800,000 miles on it. That's why I'll keep my 7.3. Probably, when you pull that thing apart, it's probably never been in. What the build is? So this truck is coil swapped. So it's got 05 front axle and rear axle in it. It's got 40-inch tires on it. It's got 2-inch Skyjacker springs, Skyjacker Black Max shocks, custom skid plates. I also bobbed it 12 inches. So it's the only bobbed Excursion in the world. And yeah, so front end's wrecked. All right, gonna slap some. Okay, hang on. Wes, 33 to 35. After redoing the suspension, not sure about lifting it. Post is just tucking bigger tires. Yeah, so we went. All right, Johnny, I'll get to you in just a second. So he just did 285s on his exterior, and I think that's like the perfect size tire. So that's like a 33. Thoughts on coil swaps? Do it. Don't buy. Do it with the Dana 60. So I don't know if that makes sense, because you can buy like Full Traction makes a kit that bolts on, and I'm not impressed. It's nice. Actually, I shouldn't say I'm not impressed. I'm actually really impressed with that kit. It looks really, really nice. Except the coolest thing I got from doing a coil swap was the turning radius. And if you keep the factory axle, your turning radius is still going to be garbage. So I think it's worth it to put the 05 plus axles on it, get a little bit wider axle. You can run all the new wheels if you want to run any of the Super Duty takeoff wheels, and you get all the factory parts. So PMF makes the brackets if you don't want to buy a whole donor truck, and you can just buy the brackets that replace, and then yeah, just swap everything. Swap the front and rear because they're different widths. Drove yours to the shop. That's awesome, Marcos. Never said the 7.3. Stock deleted 6.0. That's awesome. You still deleted it and worked on it, so it's not stock. Roof rack tent. Nice. Yep. I'm not a Hemi guy. My advice on Hemi is don't take it over 100,000 miles. Bjerken, what's up, man? No, Becker. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in here and you haven't hit the thumbs up, you should hit that. Turning radius, yeah, the turning radius is massive. So yeah, the 05 Excursion did not get a coil axle. You know that. You have leaf springs. And it still has a Dana 50. And so by swapping, you gain the coil springs and you gain a Dana 60. And that Dana 60 with the coils from the factory gets a way better turning radius. So I think I really Full Traction, again, they make a really nice kit. But I do not understand unless you already swapped to an older 60, but then you still have the crappy turning radius. We subscribed and looking forward to catching a video again. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate it, Wes. Glad to meet you, man. And if you got any questions about that, I mean, this guy, a good buddy of mine, that's working on his. There should be a video out soon. I need to talk to my editor about on fins and things, and he was in that video. So if you want to see one off-roading a little bit, you can check that out. Pause the track. Thought the difference between Dana 50 and the 60 was the axle shaft. Never looked at it. Yeah, so it's both. So the actual ring gear is almost the size of a Dana 44 ring gear, and so they actually neck down the axle shaft inside to get smaller and weaker. Oh, got you, Johnny. No, sir. You can get a 250 or a 350. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I am in a camp chair. That's a 40-inch tire next to me, Tyler. So shoulders at 40 inches. I don't know, it's just the angle I'm at. Yeah, no problem, Wes. You have a great day. How many fingers on my forehead? I don't know. It depends on how many fingers you have on my forehead. Ah, got him! Got him, Bill! Oh, man. Yeah, it's entertaining, you guys. You guys on here are so funny to me. Freddie, thanks for laughing at my jokes, man. Somebody did do an F550 axle. The thing is, the 60s just bolt in so easily. So, because everything's the same, and I don't think they're the same on a 550. So, yeah, Freddie, this is a V10. This her's a V10 6.8. Hey, appreciate it, Jamie. Yeah, if anybody wants to donate, you're always welcome to do that. Said, I'm just sitting in here live, talking to some friends, making some new ones. Glad to meet folks like you. V10 power. Yeah, V10 and power are words that I don't think should be included in the same sentence. Freaking love this V10. It is so much better for off-roading than the 7.3 just because of the way that it loads up and like creates power versus trying to build a turbo up and stuff. Yeah, this truck sounds pretty dang good. It's got MagnaFlow on it and 3 inches, 3-inch. Yeah, it sounds like a freaking race car going down the trail. It's fun in the trail videos. You can hear it working out. So if you haven't watched the trail videos, you definitely should check them out because they're just fun because you can hear this thing coming through. Yeah, slightly more power. I don't know. I don't know, man. The V10. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, man, you should check out the videos of this truck in Moab. There's a bunch of stuff recently on my channel, and you can see this truck rock crawling. It works pretty darn good. Freddie, that's awesome, man. No, the dang V10 does not sound like a jet. Well, unless you're really on it, it sounds like a Ferrari when you're really on it. It's got that supercar scream to it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I haven't said this in a while, you should hit that thumbs up button because we're just rolling in here. We got lots of people coming through, and glad to see all of you. Glad to be chatting with quite a few of you. This has been really fun. So I am glad to have you. 20-inch King Ranch on 35. So if you're going to leave the stock axles, or if that Excursion has stock axles in it, Marcos, you're going to need 2-inch spacers, just so you know, if they're for a 05 plus truck. Bill D, no, buddy. No, I'm not gonna post that comment. I'm not gonna kick you out yet, but I will. 20-inch King Ranch is, yeah, okay, already got that one. 9-blade 6-liter sounds, yeah, it sounds insane, I know. 01 is the same. So yeah. P0016. No, I'm not Google, man. You can look that up on Google. Marcos, yeah, so in 2005 when they came out with the coil axles, like we were talking about, they're wider. So it's a code. Just Google that code, Zach, and it'll come right up. I'm not Google, buddy. You're getting straight and raw. Yeah, I know I need a hair transplant. Whatever. Thanks. So yeah, Marcos. So the 01s are like 2 inches narrow. So you're gonna need a 2-inch spacer to run that wheel. If it's for an 05 or newer Super Duty. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm not gonna show that comment, but these people are just funny. They come in here like, "You're an encyclopedia." No, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna tell you what a code is. Like that's what Google's for, bro. Um. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So. Yeah. So any wheel plus 05, because once the axle is the same with 05 to 22, I think. Um. So. So yeah, but you can run them obviously using a wheel spacer. So, or you can coil swap the truck, and then you make it even better. Zach, and I just replied to you, buddy. I don't know all the codes. There are, I don't know, 850 codes you can pull out of any computer, and I don't have them memorized. So I typically just Google them, and it's super easy and super quick. We all do that. I'm the Ford Excursion guy, so if there's something specific to an Excursion, which is not P0016, yeah. No, sir, Bill, I do not. All right, I got you, Zach. I was just joking with you. You missed my tone. I apologize. Yeah, that would be, so I, 420. So I found my axles on Facebook Marketplace, Johnny, and I just bought the axles. The key, I did a video, and I'll forget things right now, so make sure you watch the video. There's a playlist on my channel called Excursion Coil Swap, or Coil Swap or something. I think it's Excursion Coil Swap. And I went through the whole thing, and I said everything right when I was doing it, so you can remember it all, okay? Yeah, should start bashing them all. That'd be a great idea. You need a couple of factory parts, and then one of them is the 05 to 07 track bar mount. And then you need, so if you find 05 to 07 axles, try and get the guy to give you the track bar and the track bar mount, because those two things are specific that you need. And then the steering stabilizer mount. I can't think of anything else. The other thing that I'll just put in your head now, because I never really went over it in videos, and I need to, take your factory ABS sensors out of the front when you take it apart and put them in the 05 to 07 axle or whatever axle you do, and then plug them back in, and they'll work perfectly. The rear should plug in. No, it doesn't. You have to switch the sensor in the rear as well. So I switched the sensor in the rear to the Excursion sensor, and then and then people are saying to switch the front. I didn't. I deleted, which I said this last week, or I said this in another video, and people were like, "What'd you do to delete it?" And I didn't delete it. I just took the light out of the dash and just didn't want ABS to work. So usually buy the V10 package. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I want to see Johnny's Excursion when it's done too. Where you live, Johnny? I'll do a walk around of that. Yeah, the V10 is terrible. Nobody should ever buy one. There's a guy, West Virginia. Dude, that is a long ways away for a walk around. You should. So I'm thinking about doing an Excursion event. That's something I wanted to bring up in this. There is not a countrywide Ford Excursion event yet. And I think that we are getting to the age, truck-wise, that we're going to start being collector people, right? Ricardo, what year are you buying? Marcos. Yeah, man, I mean, that's up to you. I'm the Excursion guy, and I'm never going to tell you that it's not smart to keep an Excursion. I love them. They're not going to drive as good as that F-350 ever. But if you coil swap the thing, it'll drive it. I shouldn't say that. If you coil swap it, it'll be pretty darn good. And you have an Excursion, which is way in the heck cooler than everybody else's F350. Like, I mean, it's cool, but the Excursion is cooler, and everybody will love it. That's awesome, Ricardo. Didn't you come in last week? Were we talking about it? Are you still in here? Jay Razors, let me know when you want to go camping, buddy. Let's go. Okay, Positrack. Posi is it like a limited slip? I actually don't know how Positrack works in a rear end of a Plymouth. I know how Detroit works, which is a full locker. Yeah, I do not know. I'm sorry. Vizzy Wizzy. Like that name. My friend. Yeah, your friend sounds like an awesome friend. You should send him in here. Just kidding. Yeah, man. Excursions are freaking awesome. You should get one. Because then you don't have to talk about your friend anymore. You can say, my Excursion's a beast. Because then you have one, and it's great. If you're in here and you have not hit that thumbs up, like button, Johnny, I'm way ahead of you. I'm looking. Not a rat rod, but I do have an idea about something like that way. I've got a bunch of ideas for Excursions, guys. I need this channel to continue to grow and to make a decent enough income that I can start building the craziest Excursions you've ever seen. Anyway, back to the event. Thinking about creating an event and doing a yearly excursion event that is essentially a gathering of excursions for the entire country. I do apologize to Canadian land friends. You're going to have to drive a freaking long way. Blood Fart. That's a fun name. Also, it's hard to get away from the Ford parts on the Excursions. You can come and swap it. So I'm thinking of doing an event in the central United States, that essentially I've got a spot picked out that's actually really central because I'm up in the far northwestern corner. Far northeast corner is the same like distance as I am to this place. It's an off-road park. And I it kind of has a Mike, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking of doing that. I got a poll going right now if you are around my YouTube channel of months to do it in. I'm going to contact these people and try and get something set up. I'm thinking summer of 26, we do the first one. We'll all be exactly 20, minimum 20 years old, 21 years old. And there's a ton of foreigners on these. It's kind of crazy. But I love it. Got people from all over the world watching, and it's kind of fun. So yeah, kind of thinking of doing an event maybe next summer, starting it out. So pay attention for that, and if we can get some people together, and let's get some Excursion guys together and just go see these things. Like Johnny, you got to have your truck done by next summer so that I can see this thing. It's gonna be sick. SawCon. What is SawCon? Yeah, I didn't say the mic name. Yeah, John, you're just like real nice, huh? Yeah, I can block him. Give him one more shot. One more shot to get blocked. What's up, geeks? What up, Mr. Holmes? How are you, sir? Yep, I am back. I'm around. Yeah, some guys are a little, I don't know. Yeah, but like, why? We're just hanging out, having a great conversation, and yeah, I don't know, dude. I like everything, but I am just like I know most about the Excursion, so I don't know about every other older vehicle. You know. All right, John, hang out, hang out. Always glad for a joke. Yeah, excursions are absolute garbage. I think everybody needs to just start saying how bad excursions are, so we can all so that we can all buy them for cheaper. um, what's up, AG from Green Acres, Florida? That sounds awesome. Yes, they did make the excursion in. Yeah, they did make the excursion in diesels. So there was a 6-liter offered, and there was a 7.3. There was also a 5.4 excursion. Yeah. Yeah, Marcos, that's you're gonna love it, man. And then you're gonna be like, man, the 7.3 is slow. And then you're gonna be like, I need a tune. Okay, here's who you call. Message me on Instagram, or email me, and I'll give you this guy's contact. AA Design Tuning. He can sell you a Hydra and get his tunes on it. I am so impressed. The truck is so smooth, so much nice power. It is awesome. It's Canada, man. Are they in kilometers? Yeah, this is a V10 Excursion right here. There's one out back that's 7.3. My 7.3 has 346,000 miles on it. Kilometers? I don't want a kilometer Excursion. Come on. It's only worth 2K. You just told me I can't pay more than 2K for an Excursion. No, I'm actually kind of looking for a 2-wheel drive right now. I actually, you can swap to miles. I kind of want to. I kind of want a 2-wheel. The dream would be a dirt cheap 2-wheel drive 6-liter, and then do so. I've got some crazy build plans for it, but I don't know that I want to do that. There's a guy that has one, and I can't think of the name of him on Instagram, but there is a guy with a pre-runner Excursion. Yeah. So 20K for a low mile is still a little low. Yeah, Johnny, that's the thought. It's going to the ground. You're gonna pay more. I had a buddy that sold one last summer that had 140 on it, under 140 on it. It went for 26,000 on Bring a Trailer, and it was worth every freaking penny because it was mint. Like the guy that bought it originally put another set of seat covers on it, and they had never been off. Like the seats were just, it was kind of ridiculous. So yeah. Johnny, yeah, that's the thought. Gonna go the other way. Yeah, Casey Turbos makes a killer. This guy AA Design Tuning is his name on Instagram, and he was telling me that he really likes their new, I forget what the name of it is, the Stage 1 Turbo or something. That's what he said I should do. The really dark green. Yeah, so the dark, that's the same color the one was I sold last summer, is the dark green. Or are you talking like no, because it kind of looked black sometimes. And that's the color that one was. They made that color in I think all the years. This was a 2001. That was that color. I don't know that many colors changed throughout the years. And I also have never seen a limited version of this. Father la la la. What up, man? Yeah. No, I want I want mini truck vibes for my 2-wheel drive. I like Big Brown a lot, but he's done like way more work than I'm willing to do. I don't know if I want to like tub the whole inside. That sounds terrible. I am good, sir. Money's phone. You just got yourself hidden from the channel. So tired of you just commenting random crap. I have a friend that had his V10 Excursion lifted way up. Yeah. I don't do way up lifts. I like my center of gravity because I like to drive over rocks. Yeah, I think it's I don't know what the color code is, but it's like that silver gray, you know. Yeah. It's a Ford factory color. So I'm sure if it looked similar in pictures, it's similar. Don't worry, Johnny deleted it. Yeah, no, and that's why the coolest part of Excursions is that they're older, so they're cheaper to get. I have not done actual rust repair. This had rust in the rockers when I bought it, so that bar right there is the rock slider, and so I cut out the whole thing underneath the door. So let me walk over here, show you. So that's how I did the rock sliders. There's some videos on it. But I cut out that whole box that's underneath the door. So everything that rusts on them is gone. Fix that problem. Who needs rust when you got rock sliders instead? Yeah, see, these are the funniest comments. Like really, Paul? That was like the comment you had to comment. You're on the internet. I'm gonna get this guy so hard. Oh, I'm gonna get him so hard. Dude, it could be a huge win for you because you could buy a blown 6-liter and fix it. So I would and they're dirt cheap. Oh gosh. Peter, you can subscribe. Well, I sure do wish that would increase resale. What would? Oh, like the rock slider thing? Yeah, I don't know that it would help resale. Thank you, sir. Mr. Bloodfought. All right, Upstart. You're out of here, buddy. Yeah, I would get an Excursion. I'm not gonna, toot my own horn. Also, make sure you tell people you don't like Excursions, though. You're just tired of it, and you're tired of fixing it, and you're tired of that. And then we keep the values low so that those people that really like them can actually afford them. That's the goal. Yeah, V10 or a 6-liter, or 7.3. 7.3s are expensive, and they should be, I think. But I think a blown 6-liter or one that has something on it, I would, be interested. Yeah, we're always fixing them, right? We're not lying if we're actually saying it's annoying. Because now we're working on freaking 20-year-old trucks, and stuff is breaking. Weird. Cannot believe it. Like when mine with 346 on it has issues. It's like, it's got a lot of miles on it. It's okay. At the same time, I just did. I just drove this one across the country. It's got 220 on it. Yeah, simple. No computers. Personally, I even take it a step further on the Excursion, Johnny, because I actually really like the O's and O1 because they still have the knobs and not the freaking electronic controlled air conditioning thing. So when we bought these, we bought 3 of them. Oh man, you snapped them. Congratulations, Prince. That's awesome. Yeah, so we bought 3 of them. We got an O1, O2, and O3, and then O2 that has the electronic thing. And I never liked it. And I really liked the knobs. so I'm like, yeah, buy an, and people are like, I want the newest one I can get, an 05. And I'm like, I don't want that. Yeah, Prince, time to start building your tool collection and enjoying that 4x4 by working on it all the time to get it ready to go driving. Because having a 4-wheel drive is halfway about working on it. More exciting that way. A lot more exciting that way. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I get it. I totally get it. I just don't like the fact that gem module controls the door stuff. All the window issues and all that stuff, that happens on those ones when you have a windshield leak. This windshield has been leaking since I've owned it, since before I owned it, and it's fine. There's nothing. This truck doesn't know. You can't even set the computer in this truck, which I had to figure this out. Yeah, well, sometimes if your power windows stop working and your radio won't turn on and your gauge cluster doesn't turn on, that's all part of the gem thing and the gauge cluster thing. It's a whole mess because that's all digital gauge cluster with a gem module that controls all those sensors and everything for the doors to be open for timing, for everything to run afterwards, and all that stuff goes bad if it gets wet. And yeah, SVT contour, that's cool. There are guys that have swapped the 6.4 style interiors. Yeah, Nate, the 7.3, you want that all day long. Menasa. There's a bunch of guys that have swapped that. The issue being that the doors are different in the back. So you can buy all the door cards, but you literally have to make them custom for the rear doors because our doors are like 4 inches longer than a Super Duty door. Yeah. Yeah, so you can swap the dash, you can swap the front doors, swap all the stuff. Not the rears. The rear becomes the issue. Reload. How you doing, sir? Ma'am, I don't know. Yeah, so you essentially have to take 2 Super Duty ones, cut them, put them together, build yourself a custom one. 20 seconds channel summary. Mr. Fear is that this channel is about Ford Excursions, man. So I am the Excursion guy. This Excursion behind me is Bob 12 inches. I have built the whole thing on the channel, so if you want to watch videos of somebody doing fabrication things and building custom vehicles and even off-roading them, I've got some off-road videos, I got some build videos, I got excursion review videos, I got overland walkarounds, I got all of these things on this channel. That's what we're about. How was that for a 20-second breakdown? That's why you can't steal rockers off a 352. Indeed. You could, and even the cab corners, I don't think either. Yeah, do the cab corners fit? I feel like the cab corners might fit, but you've got the centers are different in the rear because they're like 3 pieces. What, Mr. Fear? Thank you, Newstrom. I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. Feels so pretty. Oh, the doors are just that much. Oh, man. I appreciate a little bit of, I don't know what to do with these things. Because it's not like showing it to me. Oh, there it is. There it is up there. Hey, Mr. Fear, I appreciate that that little boost of a couple bucks, man. That's very nice. Somebody did it last week, and I didn't click on it. Yeah, this whole YouTube thing is that doesn't pay very much with the views. So little things like that. It's like 3 days worth of income from YouTube. Just so you know, they're not making all kinds of money. Yeah, guys, like this thing up. This guy just donated a bunch of money. Just came in here and donated, well, not a bunch of money, like $10. $10 is a bunch of money for some people, you know? Yeah. Been a moderator for a few channels. Yeah, no, man, it's just what I'm about. I'm about the excursions. So, if you are curious about any of them, we're all about it. Yeah, I do have channel goals. I mean, I think, so I'm doing these lives every week with the intention of building this channel and building a community. And so, yeah, I mean, I would love 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I just hit 7. So I think it's a very doable goal. And with doing these lives and talking to some really great people, building that community is all it's about. V3DS, what is up, man? It is going excellent. We are having a great time on the live here today. Yeah, Johnny, where's this excursion? Where are we going to see this thing? All right, guys, give me a second. I got to get a charger set up for my phone. V3DS. This excursion right here behind me is a 2000 7.14. Yep. Yeah. No, it's a long road to get to that, and I'm pretty proud of it. So, pretty proud of things like this to get people talking and active, and yeah, just getting people here in the channel. On the garage and jack stands, that's how we can see it. Dude, we got to post. You got to get you posting up so we can see this thing. All right, Johnny, here's the deal. Men Classics and that epic sound of V10. All right, Manasseh too, Mr. Canada friend. Also, both of you guys, you send me pictures. Geeks4x4 at Gmail. Zaid Ali, I would rather watch a tree grow. V3DS, yeah, man, I love them too. Man, how did you get to see them that far advanced? What, were you working at Ford? I didn't even know that they were like doing concept vehicles at the time. That didn't exist. Oh yeah, you can send it to my Instagram. Yeah, Low Flight. You gotta send me pictures of your coil swap, man. Have you been on here the whole time, Low Flight? How the troll traffic, dude? It's always in and out. Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. And they had brought these trucks down to show them. Oh, it's like, dang, man. I've been live for, this is going on 2 hours now on this one. And, yeah, so 2 hours. Well, yeah, so I've been 2 hours and 40 minutes on both of them. Yeah, so Mr. Fear, I already have that set up, so. Ah, super interesting. Yeah, I have that all turned on, so. I appreciate the tip, though. It's doing okay. Yeah, that would stir some controversy. There's some excursions that are built on those chassis that guys are using the same motor. Well, I don't know if I'm light years ahead of anybody, but I'm here. Johnny? Of X totaled into the back of dump. Did she just break? Did she just wreck yours? That's not good. Yeah, price is going up as quick as they hit the, yeah. I don't have any memberships, but I do have them set up. Oh man, that's a bummer. All right, man. Yeah, send me some pictures of this thing you're working on. I want to see it. We will see you next time. Next week, same time, same place. Blue King Ranch cab onto a, oh, like the no, I'm not ending yet. I'm hanging out. An 08, what? Okay. Yeah, there's my LJ. That's the other thing in the garage. The 550 is the big one, right, with the big hood. There are those done with Excursion bodies. They're all over. Well, not all over. They were all over like SEMA show and stuff years ago. I think they're 650s actually though. I don't know if it's the same body. Mr. Fear, I don't know. I don't know if that is set up. I think it is. I think you can go to memberships, but I don't really do any content for it. Yeah, this is the garage I have, man. So, it has to work. It is 700 square feet. It's 30 feet deep, but it's not, big deal. Oh, okay. So it's the same cab, just a bigger chassis, crazy chassis. So I don't know if I've seen that. I don't know if that's been done. With a 6-liter, of course. A cheap 6-liter. 23. So yeah, I haven't said it in a while. We get some people on here. If you have not hit the like button, you should hit that up. This has been the second week in a row that I have done live on Wednesday. It started at 2, so I've been on here for over 2 hours now. And I am just hanging out with you guys and trying to, just talk to you and see what you're up to. So last thing you had in a garage was an 82 280Z. Oh, cool. Oh, man. That's like rough. J-Back. I don't know what your channel does, so I don't know why I would shout it out. I don't have membership set up. Yeah, maybe I'll go check them out. So, Mr. Fear, do you have an excursion, or are you just a YouTube guru guy? Just for fun? What's up? How you doing today? V3D, I appreciate you subscribing, man. That's awesome. Fishing and farming. That sounds like a fun channel. So we got J-Back 731, fishing and farming. South Wales, UK. Got some UK guys on. We had some Russia guys on. We had some Korean guys on. Crazy. What was the other one? Newfoundland? Got it. I'll have to check it out. See you under the hood of this guy. Yeah, I can Chevy Silverado, man. I don't know. That's not the right vehicle to have over here. There's nothing exciting under the hood of this one V3 DS. It's just a V10. But I can pop over there. Just a little old V10. Ugh. With 230,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's got headers on it, but it's not. It's just a work truck. Yeah, it's not a work truck, but it's just a all right, here we go. Yeah, 230, barely broken in. Yeah, there's the old V10. My phone's yelling at me. Yeah, there she is. Nothing too exciting. Hey, I appreciate it, Freddie. I don't know that I feel like I'm that cool of content, but I really appreciate it. I've been working on this YouTube thing for a really long time, and it just feels like I can't gain some wins here. So I appreciate gaining a cool subscriber like yourself, and hopefully having you around to watch some other videos in the future, Freddie. That would be awesome. No, yeah, I don't want to do. Yeah, all we need is some beers. I'd go get a beer. I'll beer with you. Maybe I should change it to Beers with Geek on Wednesday nights. But nah, try and keep it clean. Rather have, yeah, the blue chat. Oh, for a moderator. Yeah. I'm just starting out on this, trying to get these things up and running. I think as I get going, I'll have to figure out some of that stuff. But for right now, waiting to make a delivery. Oh, cool. Where, what are you hauling right now? V3DS? I got a buddy that drives truck too. He's, I don't even know what he's hauling right now. Boats and different stuff. So, yeah, always checking on the, y'all truck drivers. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Mr. Fear. Yeah. Like I said, just trying to figure this thing out, trying to go live a little bit more often, get to know my community, and just hang out with you guys. You don't even know what you have. Do you have an enclosed trailer so you can't just like look back and see it, I take it? Yeah, you don't know why you I know, I don't know why I've not done it for a long time. I'm grateful to people, supporting and trying to see it. I think it's fun. Oh, dry. Cool. Just hear the people yelling out there. They're working on a house and they're yelling at each other. Thank you, Mr. Fear. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. So, my phone plugged in now. So I go live weekly currently. What the heck? I went away. I go live weekly currently. Wednesdays at 2 p.m. is when I start. And so I don't know. You have channels that go live daily that are growing fast. Is that a worthwhile thing to do? I mean, if you have a minute. If you got to take off, then I won't pick your brain anymore. Wednesdays at 2. Medical equipment. Cool. See, you guys do keep this world moving, man. Those truckers hauling all the good stuff. Keeping us all alive. Yeah, you like what I'm doing? Yep, trying to do consistency. That's what I'm hoping. Unfortunately, I've been consistent for 5 years, and yeah, 7,000 subscribers is cool, but I've been consistent for 5 or 6 or 7 years now, and it doesn't feel like it's really, yeah. My videos have, yeah, every Wednesday at 2. So, at least for now. I might change the time. We'll see. Sometimes we got people on here, too. Sometimes we don't. Yep. Yes, sir. I know that. Guys are moving around everything. Kind of crazy. Oh. So V3, did you say you have an excursion or no? Freddie, did you say you had an excursion? You still on here, Freddie? Get out of here. Yeah, I get a decent amount of viewers. It's just interesting. It's just like been working real hard at that. The plan is to get an excursion. Nice. There are actually a lot of truck drivers that are own excursion owners. I see it on the forum or on the pages a lot. So it's cool. Yeah, no, I don't think YouTube channel. I mean, it's just I don't know if I just suck at SEO or what, but I really just can't get views on some big videos. Have a good one, Mr. Fear. Enjoy. Oh, one of the new Cascadias. Cool. Gotta grow your channel more, man. Gotta do it. Yeah, so my buddy drives a long-nosed Pete. So I do a ton of shorts. I do a short every day. Shorts kind of help the channel grow. The problem is the shorts viewers. Oh, thanks, Puta. V3DS, do you post trucking stuff on your channel? Trying to do everything right. Doing it right for 2 years now. Not much growth. 4R100 Scrub Rebel. Oh, yeah. Except I said it wrong again. I forget what you told me the other day. What's up, Charlie? How are you doing? Yes, sir. 4-speed. Automatic. Lame. Slush box. It's time to manual swap it. I really need that, you know. I'm also live. Nursing Musafer. What are you talking about over there? Nursing Musafer. Oh, that's really cool, actually. You know, there's somebody that did an Allison swap on a 7.3 recently that has not had great luck with it. So I'm not really sure. I think if I ever actually did a swap, it would get a ZF6 manual. Member chat, yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, I appreciate the tips. I will check out the member chat. And I don't know. I'll be here again next Wednesday, probably. Just sitting in the garage, chatting with some friends. Some of my local buddies and some new friends that I meet every week. I've got some same ones every time. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the programming behind Allison is not easy. So, yeah, like I said, if I'm going to swap, I don't really want a computer-controlled transmission anymore. I want a hand-controlled transmission. It's more fun. Chattanooga. I'm not in Chattanooga, but M. Dot, what's up, man? Yes. Yes, this excursion goes off-roading as much as I possibly can. Appreciate you, Mr. Fear. Yeah, so as much as I can to take this thing out, it goes off in the dirt. So that's the goal. Tons of videos on my channel of it wheeling. Not a ton, I should say. There's maybe 10 now. It feels like less than 10 though. And so this is a V10 behind me. It's your boy Dayon. What's up, man? It's a V10. I do not own a 6-liter. Yeah, so if you want to watch this rig actually off-road instead of sit in the garage and look pretty, you got to go to the channel. You got to check out those videos because they're awesome. Dion, how you doing today? If you are in here, one of the many people that are in here, huge number, huge. Hit a thumbs up. Hitting 45. I'm going to see if I can get to 50 likes. I don't know if I've ever gotten 50 thumbs up on a live stream before. This is the goofiest thing, man. I don't know. This is just, it's fun to sit here and a day of off-roading. Dude, the service is too bad. I can never do it. I have done random stuff, but yeah, the service is too bad. That is actually interesting, though. A Trail Hero in October, we have decent service on the mountain, but I'm in and out of the truck so much that I would just get behind on the comments. But, man, if you'd be good watching stuff and I just get in and out, maybe it is something I look at and I think about. Just being live, so every time I'm in the truck, talk to you guys, and then I just leave it. You guys just chat in the chat when I'm gone, and you tell people what I'm doing. I'm leading the trail right now. I don't know. Would that be fun? Does that sound cool to you? These are the type of things I haven't thought of, you know? My phone is no longer going less battery. It was holding at the same percentage for the last, 20 minutes when I plugged it in. This is the longest live stream I've ever done. We are at almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, what do you think of my idea, V3DS? So, at Trail Hero, we were in Sand Hollow, right outside of St. George, Utah. And we're close enough that we have service on pretty much the whole mountain. And the issue is that I'm a trail guide, and so I get in and out of the vehicle and spot people through things. And so essentially, I would have to, yeah, that would be cool, huh? But I would essentially have to leave the vehicle, though, right? I guess I could try and remember to grab the phone. I do not remember to grab my phone. Then I have no footage from the day either because I have filmed my phone. But I could try it. That'd be interesting. That's an interesting. Couldn't do Togerville Falls. There's no service out there. But when I'm on the mountain, but it's like I could do thought process of going through stuff, but you're gonna be looking at me. You can't see over the dash. Grease Monkeys United, what's up, man? I don't know what you're trying to say, but all right, cool. Grease Monkeys United. This is the dumbest question that I've been asked 3 times, and I would obviously rather watch a tree grow. Like, geez. I don't know why you guys want me to say the N-word. Now that's an interesting thought. I have not looked at that, but I am broke, man. So I don't know that those are in a price range. But that's kind of interesting. It's kind of funny, but dude, why? I don't know why everybody wants me to say the N-word. I'm not even sitting here cussing. And people come in and they're like, how can I get this guy to cuss? I'm like, why? This doesn't make sense, guys. We're just sitting here having a great conversation. And you come in and you just try and do something weird. Like, why? So be a good person. Yeah, maybe I have to look at those glasses. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how I keep up with the chat though. Keeping up with the chat, like when I've gone live working on this truck, keeping up with the chat is like a full-time job. Ooh, yeah, 350 is just like I just can't afford to pay that on something that I don't know if people will like. But I could try just in the cab and you guys just watch. But the problem is like it's trying to watch the chat, right? Like I can't keep up and have a conversation with you guys when I'm driving because like if I'm not paying attention for 2 seconds, I'm gonna hit something bad and then I'm gonna be fixing crap, and I don't want to do that. I want to go wheel and enjoy it, but I could just I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Sitting here thinking about it, you know. Got 21 in here currently. If 4 of you hit the like button, we hit 50 likes. That would be awesome. Oh, man. Like all these truck drivers. My buddy's the same way. Just gets hit. You just got a lot of overhead, and you're not making enough money. Figure out how to make those things cheaper for you guys. It doesn't work. Every time you guys get kicked out, you just get shot. I'm just trying to make this thing happen. So I've gone full in on it, and like I'm gonna have to go get a job at some point because it's just like YouTube's like, yeah, we pay you all kinds of money, and TikTok's like, yeah, we pay you all kinds of money, and Meta's like, yeah, we pay, and none of them pay you money. And all these people on all these platforms like, I make all kinds of money, and I've tried everything, and which is a bummer because I really like doing this. Yeah, that's not good either. I really like doing this, and I think I hope I bring value to somebody's life, like just hanging out with people, right? Dude, yeah, I was extremely impressed with the Topless event because last year I went out with the lady that started it, and I didn't even go out with her. We went up the mountain, my wife and I, and then we were kind of putzing around, and then I saw somebody else coming up the mountain in a Jeep, and they didn't have top, and I was like, you can go topless day stuff? Because we went to the meetup spot, and they were already gone. And so we actually met up with them and hung out with them. It was just them and I. And so this year to have 20 plus, I didn't count, but there's 20 plus, and yeah, I think I was the biggest tires there. Yeah, it was a good time. There was a samurai there. That samurai was cool. Bia, you're back. What's up, homie? Nice. Good for you taking care of the kiddos. Yeah, we're just hanging out, man. I was thinking about, you have an excursion like this? Is it bobbed? That 2010 Cummins? It's got a Cummins in it? Yeah, Moab is a long ways from Pennsylvania. Nice. Thank you, Sling Blade. Glad you are on here. Gypsy Crusader. I have no idea what that is. 6-inch list with the bullet hole rims on 37s. And it's very much not like this truck. This truck has no lift, bobbed 40s. But it's an Excursion. Oh, it's not even blue. Come on, man. Just kidding. CLO attitude. Yeah, man, get that axle swap done. Let's see it. Let's see you're done. Oh, cool. Factory 430, so it actually can turn the 35s. That's pretty nice. That's yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I think they all had limited slip though. Just so you know. Scuba Rebel, Scrub Rebel. No. No, this one is a V10 right here. My white one that's over there has a 7.3 in it. But this one has a V10. Oh, hey, a couple of you guys new in here. Hit that like button. Let's make this happen. Lodios, I literally have no idea. I don't know anything about European cars. And not helpful at all, I think. Hydraulic tensioner. Oh, and maybe the... well, the cam's not that easy. You can just to pull a lot of things apart. A roller rocker is not that hard, though. I could see doing a 7.3 swap. I could also see buying a 7.3 instead. There you go, Lodos. There's V3DS is replying to you in the comments there. What time in America? It is 4:50 in the afternoon on the west coast of the United States of America. That's right. The US of A. Where are you from? Seoul with Oku Preza? If you have not hit the thumbs up button, it's time to hit the thumbs up button right now. Poland, 1:50 at night. Why are you still awake? Go to sleep. But hit the thumbs up first. Hit the thumbs up button and then go to sleep. Crazy man. Why are you awake? 1:50. Yeah, I think I'd start with a lifter and a rocker. Yeah. Unless, I mean, you shouldn't need a cam unless it's flat in the cam. Unless it's flat in the lobe on the cam. There's no reason to put a cam in it. Also, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that over and over. But seriously, I'm 3 away from 50, and I don't know if I've ever hit 50 before. So if you haven't done that yet, freaking do it. We got little hearts going. Gonna build a new V10. Cool. Yeah. I would almost, so like, I guess the 3-valve V10 makes a lot more power. So you could almost put a 3-valve in it. And that'd be cool. It split the camshaft in 2 inside. Wow. Thanks, Jesse, for the subscribe and the thumbs up, man. I really appreciate that. Glad to find another Excursion guy here on this live screen. That is my hope. I'm going live every Wednesday now, 2 o'clock. I've been live for, we're coming up on 3 hours, which is insane. I'm just going to go just past 5 o'clock, see what happens, see if we get some West Coasters digging in here. But, yeah, just want to hang out with you guys, want to hear what you guys are working on, and if I can help, I would love to help. And if I can laugh at you, with you, I would like that too. It is extra work swapping in the PCM, but the PCM is like 1 bolt that holds it in. So, but I bet it has different wiring. Yeah. But I guess the 3-valve, it's got more power. Somebody asked me about that earlier as I was sitting here, if anybody had ever done a 3-valve in an Excursion. And I said I thought the answer was no. So yeah, the variable timing stuff. I don't love the variable timing. I do agree. I don't, also, like, what is the performance parts you can get for a V10? There's not many. Wow, really? Just snapped it. Is that a 4.3 that broke it in half? That's crazy. 753. Oh, you're over here on the East Coast. West Coast, best coast. Just kidding. Are you building the motor right now, literally? Oh, the little 4-cylinder. Ooh, interesting. Just got to get tons of them. Kyle? Oh, man. How many miles are on that 7.3 there, Kyle? Blocking headers. Yeah. That's torn down right there. 250K? You threw a rod? Geez, somebody's been running that thing on the red line its whole life. That is not near enough miles for a 7.3 to throw a rod. Maybe the oil's never been changed. If you haven't hit the like button, I want to hit 50. And we're at 48. So if you have not hit the thumbs up, that's why I'm asking about this, because we're close. Oh. That's awesome. Yeah, I have a 7.3 right back there with 346 on it. It's never been in. Put injectors in at 317, but nothing. Hydro locked a bit and then went, oh my gosh. Of course it did. That's crazy. Yeah, that's hard on her. Time for a new rod. And honestly, just put the one in it. Did it go through the block or through the pan? How screwed are you? Went through the pan. Just put a rod in it. Put a new pan on it and send it. Oh, if you can't see it outside of the motor, that's a good start. Oh, well, you don't know it through a rod if you haven't been underneath it. Come on, you got to see it. Well, yeah. So hopefully the pan, you can just put a pan and a rod in it. Send her. You know, can you do it without even pulling the heads off? Yeah, no oil's not great. The oil cooler went on mine years and years ago. Dumping oil really bad. That was scary. Yeah, if it's just in the pan, I literally think you could do. It's possible you could do the whole rod in the 7.3 if you could get the piston out from the bottom. Yes, you should get an F350 that has a 7.3 in it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot of boost. That's some big boosty boys. Or 2010 Cummins, buy the 7.3 F350, put your Excursion body on it. Easier than swapping. Just put your V10 in the F350, sell it. Boom, done. No, engine's not built to handle 60 PSI. Negatory. Man, nobody in here hasn't hit the thumbs up button? Got a couple new guys, you sure? We are 2 away from 50. I want to hit 50. Appreciate it, Sling Blade. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 2010 coming. Oh, there's 49. Ooh. Like I said, I don't think I've ever hit 50 on these. Yeah, I figured you did, V3DS. You've been in here. We've been hanging for a while. Having a good old time. Oh, cool. That sounds like a nice build, Kyle. I bet that thing's pretty quick. I hate black wheels. Kyle, did you hit the thumbs up button? Just kidding. Appreciate it for V3DS. I don't know if I'm cool, but I'm here. Oh, man. Just go live on this stuff every day, I guess. Just kind of start hanging out with y'all. 2010 comment. Shoot me an email. geeks4x4@gmail.com. Oh, you were my number 49. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, shoot me an email. I'd love to see some pictures. V3. Yeah, I like that better. geeks4x4@gmail.com. Where is AOAA? Tell me about it. What is it? Gross. Mud's gross, though. 50! Somebody hit me 50! Thank you for the 50th like. I said I don't know that I've ever gotten 50 likes on a live stream, so that's a big deal for me. These are growing every week. I'm going way longer this week, so I don't know if that's a good thing. We're hitting 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock on the West Coast, hanging out with y'all. AOAA sounds like Off-Road Anonymous. This is what, just a little bit. Like, when I first read it, I was like, Off-Road Anonymous. Interesting. I've never heard of that place. V3. Oh, really? Cool. That's a awesome description of the name. Geeks 4x4 came from when I was setting up my first email. I built something with a geek in it. And so I have been a geek with a buggy on Buggy News. I have been a geek with a Jeep on Jeep Forums. And when I went to make the YouTube channel, I go, it has to do something with geeks, because it's just, I've been a geek my whole life, and I've always been called that, and I figured it's got to be geeks, and I liked not doing a brand-specific thing, and so Geeks 4x4 was like, man, everything off-road, and that's what I'm doing. Turned into an Excursion channel. It should really be called Excursion Geeks, but here I am, living my best life. Geeks 4x4. Not good at any of this, but I'm here, and it's epic. Is it epic? It's something. I exist. What does this do? Oh, that green screens me. Green screen, back into the thing. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Okay. Yeah, I wish I was one of those ones. Just living my best life here as cheap as I can. Someday, something will click. It'll be awesome. Name a car for an edit. Ford Excursion. Done. Let's see it. Ford Excursion. Do my Excursion, man. Send me an email with the edit. I'd love to see it. Got tons of content on the old Instagram and everything. geeks4x4@gmail.com. You could do an edit of my Excursion any day, anytime. I would love to see it. Yeah. I can't share a screenshot, so. Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area. They've got 100 miles of trails on 8,000 acres. You can Google them. Where's it at? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've been blessed, man. I've been very blessed. We, obviously, yeah, blessed. We are living right now as broke as we've ever been, but we have been doing better in the past, and that is okay. And still loving what I'm doing, loving talking to you guys. I'm loving, just being around. Eastern Pennsylvania. Okay. Pennsylvania is a long freaking ways away. I've threatened buying an Excursion out there and driving back across, though. Sivu edits. I have no idea how to do that. I'm not that smart. Yeah, he said coal country. He said Coal Township, PA, where that Anthro. North Carolina, huh? I have not seen them in North Carolina on the cheap. I'm going to go look on Facebook Marketplace. Yep, no, exactly. And like I said, blessed to be able to accumulate what I have, and you know, I think keeping a positive attitude and living your life and caring for people and encouraging people, I know that it'll come around. So appreciate the encouragement. It is, it's hard, especially when you have been successful or you feel like you're doing things to create success, and they are not sometimes, and that's okay. The internet is an interesting place to try and make money, and I am trying my best to make money on the internet, and it is for somebody that likes wrenches and turning things, doing physical things. It's been a really big learning curve, and I haven't learned the whole curve yet. Yep, always building, and I know, and it's like, success or no, I'm not successful. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not successful online either, because I mean, I got 7,000 followers on YouTube. I've got 10,000 followers on Instagram. I'm almost 10,000 on Facebook, and these families and communities I've created are really worth a lot, and they're really incredibly powerful for certain things, and it's cool to just have created that community and brought those people together. Yeah, I know that's my problem with up north. Great, that's awesome. Comments, I will check that out later. If I check it out now, it'll go away on the screen. So, Mason, this here Ford Excursion is a V10. Big 6.8 liters of fury. 27 followers. Yeah, I know, man. It's hard. It's hard. The building on YouTube is. I wish I could say it's about something, but I have no idea what it's about. Kyle, appreciate that. I will check you out. I'm gonna. I do a little email list that I literally just write everybody's email in a blind copy thing, and then I just write something down on the email and send it out. If you guys are good with that, I'll add you to my email list, and you kind of get little updates on what I'm doing. I do giveaways and stuff, all the things. Yeah, torque's at 3,000 RPMs, but yeah, it's good torque, sure. Yeah, what are you trying to build this YouTube channel up about? 2010 Cummins? What's it about? Give me a snapshot. What? I hope you didn't transmission drop it and mess up that transmission, man. Come on. Throw another rod out the block of this one. This one. Yeah, 2010 Cummins guy, don't give up. V3DS, go follow him. I don't know if I can I click on it right here? No, I can't click on it. I'm gonna go follow him. I want to know what he's doing though. I can put a user in a timeout, guys. Yeah, that's funny. I can put people in timeout. I like that a lot. I should have done that earlier instead of kicking the guy out, but I just get tired of it. Tired of people being jerks, so it's like, I'm out. Oh, guys. Yeah, so what's 2010 Cummins? Tell me what your channel's about. Is it about working on these trucks you're working on? Kyle, it was really funny. It actually held that comment you just posted about the intermediate shaft for review because it thought it was bad. That's great. It doesn't work. That's lame. Jose, how you doing? Oh, interesting. Okay. Bose system in this Wisconsin truck driver? No. Escape Lander. This here is a V10 6.8 liter. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. If my 4R100 goes away, I'm gonna put a ZF6 in this truck. I will check out your channel. Sometimes just like a viewing channel like that is kind of hard to grow unless you're going to be consistent. You want to think about what you can do to give your viewers some insight or something, maybe talking through or stuff like that. I don't really know. I haven't watched the channel at all, so I have no idea what you do. But I will go check it out. At least I'll try and check it out. If you emailed me 2010 Cummins, make sure you set your YouTube channel too, because I will definitely subscribe. It doesn't hurt anybody to subscribe. So yeah. The biggest thing I always remind myself, and I always remind other people that I'm working with and building around. I have friends that are doing it too, and don't be boring. And I'm doing live now, and I'd say it's so funny because I literally think live is really boring, and you guys like it, and you guys want to talk, and you guys want to hang, and I love talking and hanging, but like if I'm gonna sit there and watch a live, like it's like pulling freaking teeth. It's terrible. That's why I'm so bald, because I just pull my hair out. Just kidding. Sling Blade, that sounds awesome, man. But like I said, I'm putting a ZF6 in this if this transmission gives me problems. Bye-bye, automatic. Sling Blade, so I am there. So remember, I live in Washington State, so I'm not there all the time. But I'm trying to decide if this truck that's outside that you guys can probably hear is in my driveway or not. I am there for Jeep Safari. I try to be there for Jeep Safari every year. That's my like planned thing. So in 2026, I will be there the week before Easter. 2027, I will probably be there the week before Easter. Like, so that's the Moab like plan from my end. I'm 1,000 miles away too, so it's not something I can just go and do. Yeah. Yeah, see, exactly. It's really hard to read the comments. So I've live streamed while I'm working on stuff, and it's impossible to keep up. Yeah, so if you want to come to Moab, I would love to wheel with another excursion to Moab. I'll take you around. We'll do all the stuff. It's the biggest things for protection, I think I would say to get is build yourself a nice set of rock sliders. You use those, and then bumpers that can ride up and down things, because you'll drag your butt, and you will need to use the front bumper for climbing up walls. Happens. Are you building an off-road one, Sling Blade? Yeah. So I've had that, or I've had buddies around. My wife works too, so it's hard to, like, I'm home working on stuff by myself. So it's I'm just by myself. A little hard to read. Cool. Are you gonna put them to the frame, I hope? And you're not gonna cut out the rockers. You're just gonna put them below. Winch is good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, winches are good. Yeah, we don't normally. I've used the winch once on myself, so I've heard. Yeah, that KC. That's the KC one. The stage 1 KC is what I'm thinking about putting in my 7.3 when it is ready for turbo, which needs to be soon. It has 320,000 miles on the turbo. Is that winch mounted to a good bumper and stuff? It's essentially just like I don't know. You should be fine. You just keep it to where you can, if you do slide into a rock, I don't feel too bad if you dent it, Email geeks4x4@gmail.com. Also, send me your handles. If you guys are going to email me pictures and stuff, send me your Instagram handle and your YouTube handle and like all that stuff. I would love to check out all this stuff and follow you on those things so I can see the future things. So I'm all about building this excursion community. Nunya business? You just got yourself removed. Bye, Felicia. Michael, how you doing? No, send it to me on an email. So these comments on the live stream, I can never find again. And right now, if I were to go out of here, I'd end the live stream. So, Michael, I'm a YouTuber building my own channel as well. I don't know how to do it. I'm just here being live. I don't know, man. No, just be consistent. Post your stuff. I don't know. I'm not good at building a channel either. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. We're just out here working our best off and removing comments from people like none of your business and making sure I don't say the N-word because people are thinking it's the funniest joke in the world. I've said it 3 times. Yes, sir. Consistency. I wish I could say that was the only key. It is not the only key. But yeah, trying to be consistent is a huge deal. Yeah. Still need to also make good content and have good SEO. So, man, we're going to hit the 3-hour mark. This is wild. I am probably going to be done at 3 hours, though. This is, it's been fun. Don't get me wrong. 3 hours is just a long time to sit here and stare at my phone. It is, I can stare over here for a while. And then you guys can see my bald spot. So we got a little over 7 minutes left. I'm gonna try and finish this thing off at 5:24 to 5:25-ish. And if you have any last-minute excursion questions, if you've been sitting on the fence thinking about excursion stuff that you would like to ask me, I would love to finish that off with some solid excursion content. If not, this has still been epic. It doesn't matter. We have had conversations about all kinds of things. I have been, the most open, the most willing to hang out and just hang. I've had some people with me for a really long time. Kyle, this one here behind me is a 2000. The one with the 7.3 is a 2001. Sling Blade. I run 10 or below. These are the bead grip wheels. So I've run 8 with no problem. Curtis, this is a V10 6.8 liter. Why is the 2004 Ford so hard to work on? Depends on which truck it is, man. I have no idea. Excursion question. Can one modify an independent suspension for the rear end? It's not worth it. How good is a 7.3 ride? Mine rides very good. Mine's built in August of 2000. I have no idea what the rods are. 7.3 rides excellent. The 37s are not going to fit on your rear wheel drive stock. I'll tell you that much. You're going to have to lift that sucker. So, yes, technically. Yeah, 20 with no beadlocks is about right. A 3-cylinder Mitsubishi Mirage. How does that even work? Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, the bead grip wheels, dude, sling blade, they're insane, and they are worth every penny. I run 9, 10 a lot of the time, and you can literally see sometimes down into the wheel. And I've never spun one. I've never pushed one off. Yeah. Yeah, V3, except you had to lift a Suburban, and that's a GM, which means that the engineers think that the wheels are square, because GM engineers think wheels are square. Yeah, 2010 Cummins. I'm on stock rods at 346,000 miles. So, yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, not the flexiest setup you got there. You got the stiffer springs in the 250, but I'm sure that it works pretty well. You could probably go to a 37 really easy with the 3 inches of lift. You just gotta be willing to cut some more. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, just cut it out of the way, man. Who needs it? This is 40s on 2 inches of lift behind me. You got to remember. And it'll tuck them in the fender without really rubbing. So, well, I've had to cut a lot of things out of the way. But a 37, I think, could fit really nice on a 3-inch lift. And then just start cutting. Always. There's where I'm at on the, that's the chair. That's where I'm at. This is still the factory lip. So everything's in the front. Cut out of the way. The bumper's high. All the stuff. How easy? About as easy as hitting the Staples easy button. No, you need some of the hoses are hard to get to. As yours is a V10, I think you said, 2010 Cummins. So I don't remember. You need a pulley puller and stuff. That's not that easy. Yikes. Yeah, breaking a rear drive shaft is no fun. No sway bar. Also coil swapped, but that doesn't matter. I wouldn't, if you're leaf sprung and you want to off-road it, I would 100% take the sway bar off. And if somebody put a rear one on it for towing, unless you tow, I guess I should say that first. If your rig is completely for off-road, I would suggest pulling the sway bar completely. If you actually try and drive it on the road and tow with it and have it full of people and all that stuff, I don't think no sway bar is a good idea. Yeah, no, you want the sway bars. What you could do is make yourself some quick disconnects so that when you wheel, you could actually do it. Do I consider myself a redneck? No. Yeah, so what I would think about doing on that, and it would be, you could just get a pin like Terraflex, the pins that like they make them for the Jeep. I have quick disconnect things on my Amazon page, and if you get the pin, and then it's got a pinhole in it, so you can just pop it out and pull the whole. If you pull one link off and leave one disconnected or leave one connected, then the axle will flow a lot better. I think you'd be impressed with that. So maybe look into building some custom sway bar disconnects, because yeah, that'd be cool. You'd have to change everything, but it'd be cool. Yeah, I haven't seen it done either, but it'd be cool. But it'd be cool if you did. Just kidding. Yeah, like I said, so if you left one of the links connected, it wouldn't affect it because it'd still just move. So it wouldn't be like hitting the ground or anything. It might hit rocks, but we'll just take the whole thing off completely. I took this one off when it was leaf sprung, and I couldn't hardly tell a difference. But man, if I didn't have it on and I had to make a high speed, and you're towing heavy like you do, 34 foot trailer, I mean, whew, I don't think I would trust that. Yeah, it just seems. I mean, you sure could just pull a link off of it right now and drive it around and see what you think. And if you hate it, it's also 2 bolts. So you can get to a trailhead and just get your impact out and rip off one side of the sway bar, go wheeling, and come back, put it back on. It's not that hard. Obviously, it's not built for that, but it's doable. It'd be kind of cool. I just wouldn't take it with the fact that you tow a trailer. Like, yeah, I don't think I would change the sway bar setup, to be honest. So, but for off-roading, there's a lot of flex in there with the sway bar detached. That doesn't exist. 6.5, not bad. Extreme Diesel Products, XDP. What's that? Diz. Nice. Extreme Diesel Products, cool. That's awesome. So he just dropped his extension here. If you guys need any diesel parts, Dez is over at Extreme Diesel Products. It is extension 221. And on that, terrible disappointment. Just kidding. But seriously, on that extreme failure, I think I'm going to end this. I'm going to get out of here. We have hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm tired of looking at my phone, honestly. I'm not a phone looker. Yeah. Peace out, Sling Blade. Nice to meet you. Nice to talk to you, man. We've been talking to a whole bunch of people right now. And the 2010 Diesel guy, the Dez, like all these guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you being in here. A lot of you were in here for a long time. V3, like all these dudes. I'm so appreciative of you guys supporting the channel. And I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to stare at my phone anymore. So, all right. Bye, folks. See ya. Thank you for subscribing, too, if you haven't subscribed. And hitting the like button on this. Just kidding. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.